Brazil football star Neymar was unfortunately taken off the field on a stretcher against Uruguay after this play resulted in a left knee injury. In this video, we're going to break down what I think happened to the star footballer. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dr. Brian Sutterer, and my goal in this channel is to help teach you about the medical side of the sports world. Going straight to the play, let's point out a couple things that I see here in this injury. So first of all, Neymar lands on a relatively flat foot on this left lower extremity. We can see also how his trunk is tilted a little bit over that injured side. As he lands, a little bit of knee flexion here initially, but a fairly straight leg. We can see as we follow this through that the knee drops inward relative to the foot being pointed outward. What this is going to do is cause this knee abduction moment where the distal tibia down here is abducting outward. The tibia is internally rotating a little bit relative to the femur. And then as we follow this play through, from this initial angle, it's tough to see, but ever so slight, what we're looking at right through here is going to be his tibial plateau. It's the top front part of the shin bone. In this position, it's a little bit forward. If we advance a couple of frames, you can see how it almost pops backwards right as Neymar's foot is coming off of the turf. This is concerning for an ACL injury, just given this mechanism. If we look at this view from the side, we can see it even better. Remember that the function of the ACL is to prevent the shin, or the tibia, right here, from translating anterior forward relative to the femur, or the thigh bone. It also helps to limit rotation of the tibia. So whenever the ACL is torn, there's no restraint to that anterior forward shift of the tibia, and so we'll see the tibia go forward. So again, Neymar lands in this position, that left knee, and then as we advance through this here, we'll see right in this view, if we follow the contour of his leg, we see this little protrusion right there at the front of his tibia. That's his tibia that's shifted anterior because of my concern, an ACL tear. As his foot then comes off the pitch, we can see how suddenly right here, it snaps back upwards. So this little transition right there, tibial plateau shifted forward, foot comes up off the field, it pops back into place when that ground reaction force has been lifted. Seeing this right here, that little tibia forward, popping backwards, is nearly pathognomonic of an ACL tear. And so even just seeing this on the field, very concerned about an ACL tear for Neymar. If we look at our biodigital anatomy tool here, what I've shown is just the back of the knee, the hamstring muscle for reference. If we zoom all the way out here, foot coming down, hamstring in the back of the knee. This bone clear is going to be the femur, the thigh bone. We then have the tibia, the shin bone in the front, and then transparent through the femur, this ligament running from the front of the tibia to the back of the femur, that's the ACL. So because of the direction that it's running, again, when it's intact, if you try and pull the tibia forward, you're not going to be able to because you have this tight rope holding the tibia against the femur. But if you take that and you totally tear and cut that ligament, now there's no restraint. So the tibia can pop forward. And what we see on those replays is this contour right here. That little prominence is what we see shift forward and then pop back in place after somebody tears their ACL. So if we keep that in mind and then take this back to what we saw with Neymar, he plants, we see that increase in that contour from that anterior tibial translation. As his foot comes up off the ground, snaps backward, concerning for the ACL being torn, ACL injury. This would certainly be a tough injury for a player who's on more the tail end of their career like Neymar. You know, we saw Ibrahimovic go through an ACL injury pretty late in his career, so it doesn't entirely end someone's career, but can certainly be a serious thing if that's confirmed to be what we find out for Neymar. Let me know as always any questions or comments down below, and until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.